Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection. I'm your host, Mike. Thanks for returning, guys. Thanks for coming back and checking these little video things I make for YouTube. So anyways, guys, as promised, I wanted to show off some of the laser discs that I have of my Woody Allen collection. There's kind of a short little story I want to tell you about these and how I got all of these. Back probably 5 years ago, I bought a lot sale. That means a whole bunch, a lot of laser discs. There was a man who passed away, and I think his brother was trying to sell off his huge collection he had of laser discs and movie memorabilia and stuff like that. He had like a player and everything, and he had like, it was probably like 6 crates of laser discs, and he had really good taste. He had like a bunch of like Criterion editions. He had a bunch of like sci-fi. He had, you know, classic movies, comedies. He had a little bit of everything, like my taste. It was almost like meant to be that I was to find all these, but a lot of it I kept and a lot of it I sold. And it was really cool because I got this whole big collection of Woody Allen movies all at once and everything. So I'm going to show off some of the ones I got in it. So it was really cool. I mean, I got a bunch of them. And at the time, a lot of these I didn't have anything on DVD or Blu-ray of Woody Allen's. I mean, I've watched all his movies. I've seen all the stuff. I just had never made a big collection. So anyways, so here we go. This is a double feature MGM UA release, probably from the probably 1990, 91. This is a double feature disc with Stardust Memories and Everything You Wanted to Know About Sex But Was Afraid to Ask. Two really good movies. It's kind of mixed up. Stardust Memories is from like 1980, which is Woody Allen kind of doing his 8.5, Federico Fellini kind of doing a director talking about his crazy life so it's kind of like a film within a film. And then of course the other one based on a famous book that's hilarious. So there you go. And I really like MGM UA because they did a lot of these really cool double feature discs back in the day. Now these are in no particular order, so I'll just show them off. Next up, this is Manhattan. This is a really cool. This is a gatefold. This is probably the second edition that was released on second, maybe third edition on Laserdisc. This came out in '91. And it's famous for being one of the first home media, like physical media, to come out letterboxed. And Woody Allen and cinematographer Gordon Willis really wanted it to be preserved, the black and white cinematography and everything preserved. So it was really, was really, state of the art at the time and stuff. So this is kind of a remastered version of that first release because it came out in 1979 and it was on home video by the very early 80s on VHS and Beta and all kinds of Laserdisc and then probably CED and all that crazy stuff. So there you go, Manhattan. Very, very beautiful movie. Great cinematography. Now this is one of Woody Allen's 90s movies. I'm going to try to, what is the exact time of 93, I want to say. I think this is, 93. This is a Manhattan murder mystery, which is, he sees a return of Diane Keaton to his movies, which she hadn't been in any of his in a long time. This is after the famous breakup of him and Mia Farrow and everything. So this is the movie he released, a year later. Or maybe this was after Shadows and Fog, I think. Yeah. But anyways, got Alan Alda, Angelica Houston, and Woody Allen rounds out the cast. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's about a murder mystery, or a murder is taking place in their apartment complex, and they're trying to, a group of friends and neighbors are all working together to try to solve this crime. Pretty cool. Next up, this is a movie. This is from, I want to say 95. Anyways, Mighty Aphrodite. I remember this being kind of a hit film at the time. Mira Sorvino stars in it. I think she even got a lot of acclaim and everything. She may have even been Oscar nominated for this. I'm not really 100% sure, but yeah, it's got a huge cast. F. Murray Abraham, Claire Bloom, Helen Bonham Carter, Olympia Dukakis, Michael Rappaport, Jack Warden, and David Ogen Stiers. But yeah, really cool. I haven't seen this in a long time. I need to rewatch this. But yeah, there you go, Mighty Aphrodite. And from 1987, this is one of his one of his serious dramas in the vein of Ingmar Bergman, who was one of his very favorite filmmakers and stuff. This is a movie called September, and this is another movie I haven't seen in a long time. So I think I need to rewatch this one too. September. But yeah, it's kind of a of course it has Mia Farrow in it, and Sam Waterston is in it. He was in Interiors, his other serious movie. Next up, this is an old release from Warner Home Video. This is Zelig. This came out in 1982, 83. Yeah, 83, which is it's a kind of a mockumentary, and it's really cool for the time and how they made like fake footage and even incorporated Woody Allen into films of real footage, like newsreel footage and stuff. So it's really cool. I mean, technically marvelous at the time, and it's still pretty cool how they did that. It's of course it's something now that people do all the time, and it's easy to do. You probably do it at home on your computer, but back then it was new technology. But yeah, it's a really interesting movie, Zelig, and I have that on Blu-ray too. Next up, this is a really old Laserdisc edition. These were known for rot. That means the picture would be messed up and the sound and everything. But this is what I consider Woody Allen's very first movie, 1969's Take the Money and Run. Very, very funny movie. I have this on Blu-ray, so I have a good copy. But I think this may have some rot going on to where you can't really watch the picture. But hey, I got it, in that lot. Next up, guys, this is from, I think, 68. I kind of don't count this, or 66. This is from 66. I kind of count it, but I don't count it. But Woody Allen's What's Up, Tiger Lily. This is where he kind of takes a Japanese movie and kind of redubs it and makes its own, makes a comedy out of it. So, and I think there's some scenes where it's shot where he's in it and stuff, but I don't know. I guess this is really his first movie, but I don't know. Sometimes I don't really start with it, but yeah, pretty funny movie. I mean, it's, it's dubbed and everything, but yeah. What's Up, Tiger Lily. Next up, this is a movie from 92. Now, this came out the same year of the big breakup with Mia Farrow, with all the drama and everything. The same year Husbands and Wives came out. This is Shadows and Fog. This is a movie famously filmed in black and white on a huge set that they designed to look like 1920s Germany. It's filmed in a German expressionist style, which he's kind of celebrating that look and stuff from then. But it's basically a murder mystery based around a carnival troupe in Germany during that time. So there's like a slasher running around, and everyone's having to look over their shoulders and everything. It was a notorious bomb at the time. It just did not do what he wanted to do, but he knew it was going to be a bomb from the start. So it's weird that this movie even got made, but it's not so bad. It's got some really good performances in it. Shadows and Fog. Next up is that movie I was talking about from '92. This is Husbands and Wives. This was released just on the tip of that whole scandal between Mia Farrow and Woody Allen at the time, the allegations of abuse and him running off with, their adopted stepdaughter, or they weren't married, so he was just dating this girl that was much younger, Soon Yi. But yeah, this came on the heels of all that, and it's really a good movie. And as I've said before, you can almost feel the tension in the air. So I wonder if all this was erupting as they were filming it. I wonder. But yeah, Husbands and Wives, really good performance by what's her name, Judy Davis. She's really good in that. Next up, this is a bona fide classic, one of my favorite Woody Allen movies from 1973. It's kind of his nod to sci-fi, Sleeper. And it also stars Diane Keaton. They make a really good team in this movie. Very funny. It's got a lot of cool set pieces. Just the way it looks and some of the gadgets and stuff they designed for this movie. It's really cool. You can kind of see them doing a cheap 1950s sci-fi movie, like on a very low budget. But they pull it off, and it looks really cool. He actually teamed up with Marshall Brickman on the script. So there you go, Sleeper. Next up, this is one of my favorite movies of him. One of my favorite performances. This was a movie actually not directed by him, but starring Woody Allen. This is The Front from 1976. It's got a really good performance by Zero Mostel. He's really good in this. This is kind of a story of the blacklisting in 1950s, where he's used as a front by just putting his name on a blacklisted writer's script. So it's really good story. And this is one I remember as a kid growing up watching this. This came out in 1987. This was on HBO all the time. This is Radio Days, which is really cool. Great performance. He really puts a flavor of 1940s era stuff together, and it's really funny. It's got a lot of cool people in it. It's actually got Josh Mostel in it. I believe that's Zero's son. But yeah, it's really good. This is a really good rewatchable movie. Cinematography by Carlo De Palma. So there you go, Radio Days. Next up, another movie not directed by Woody Allen, but stars him. This is 1972's Play It Again, Sam. And this is where he one day hears the voice and sees Humphrey Bogart kind of tutoring him and how to pick up women and how to help him with his relationships and stuff by the way the Humphrey Bogart character from the Maltese Falcon and stuff like that would have probably handled the relationship. So it's pretty funny. It's based on his Broadway play, Woody Allen's play. So there you go, Play It Again, Sam. Next up, this is a trio of stories that came out in 1989, 1990. Francis Ford Coppola, Martin Scorsese, and Woody Allen each did a short movie. I think each one was like 45 minutes. New York stories. And Woody Allen's story is called Oedipus Rex. Francis Coppola's Life Without Zoe, and Martin Scorsese, Life Lessons. I think the best one is Woody Allen's on here. So pretty interesting movie, New York Stories, which I only have it on Laserdisc. Next up, this is one of my favorite movies, very rewatchable, favorite Woody Allen movies from 1986, Hannah and Her Sisters. Really good. Michael Caine, Carrie Fisher, Barbara Hershey, Mia Farrow's mom, Maureen O'Sullivan, is in it, Max von Sydow. So really good movie, very funny, great script, really good. So Hannah and Her Sisters. Next up, this is again another one of my favorite Woody Allen movies. This is from 89, I'm sorry. This is actually a Criterion edition of Crimes and Misdemeanors. which is it's kind of similar to Hannah and Her Sisters as far as the actors going back and forth in their relationships and stuff. So it's similar in the way that he uses the actors and stuff. So it's really pretty cool. Gosh, I'm having a brain fart. What's his name? Martin Landau. Martin Landau is really good in this. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And this is this came out in 1997 on Criterion Laserdisc. So there you go. And I have that on Laserdisc or on Blu-ray. And next up, we got another double disc release from MGM-UA back in the day. This is the very funny Love and Death and Bananas. Bananas was probably my very first Woody Allen movie I saw when I was about 11. And me and my sister would watch it all the time. It was on TV all the time, and it was just so funny. And Love and Death, also very funny. His nod to Ingmar Bergman, but more in a comedic way. But yeah, that's a great double feature there of two classic Woody Allen movies. And finally, guys, this is the last of my Laserdiscs of Woody Allen. This is 1978. Another ode to Ingmar Bergman. And this is really good. I actually just watched this the other night and really enjoyed this. Interiors. So it's kind of a dynamic between three sisters with their mother basically developing mental illness and her suicide, and just the effect on the family and everything. So very, very interesting movie. Interiors. So that's it, guys, of all the Laserdiscs of Woody Allen. And hope you guys like this. You people that like Laserdiscs, give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment on what do you think the first Woody Allen movie, What's Up Tiger Lily or Take the Money and Run? What do you think? Anyways, until next time, guys, I'm Mike. Take it easy. Watch a good movie tonight. And I will see you again next time.